Alright, what's up guys? We're back. Delusion. And this is our new house. Last episode we helped out, or I don't know how I feel about saying helped out, but we finished the quest for like getting Nadja, helping Nadja and Yasmin and all that stuff. Today we're going to be looking for missing people, supposedly. This is a nice place. I like this. It's a big house, too. But yeah, so we got this house. This is our house now. My house. Mine. Balcony. Oh, we got a teleport thing next to our house, too. That's sick. I forgot about that. Workshop. Ooh. Should I build these? Annex. Balcony. I can build a balcony? A freaking balcony? Let's do house. Yes. Balcony. Yes. Yas? Yas? Oh, that's great. This is awesome. Change theme. Accept. I'm gonna have to come back tomorrow though. But it'll be worked on. This is actually a good solid house because we have a save point next to it, which is awesome. And right here, there's a fast travel place. So we can actually travel to it even if we're in another location. That's awesome. But today, we're not talking about the house anymore. I apologize. All right? Stop getting on my case. Today, we are looking for the Library of Untruths. This place right here. So we gotta head back toward Khoropolis, and then across the fields of fielding, and then the graveyard full of telephone booths. That's what we're doing. That's what we are doing today. And then after we finish up this whole quest line, I think I will probably start heading back to the beginner zone with the mushroom trees. And we're gonna jump back into the... That thing is still busted. That's hilarious. It kind of sucks because I like seeing it move around and stuff, but that's kind of funny that it's busted. But yeah, we're gonna be starting to jump back into the main quest. I don't know how much of the main quest there is, if I'm being honest. I don't know how much of that main quest was finding those 3 people. But we did that, and there was quite a bit to that, so we might be nearing the end. We might be in the halfway point. Hell, we might be 1/3 of the way through. I actually don't know. From what I've seen online, this game isn't incredibly long, but I've been doing a lot of exploring and stuff. So I think this playthrough already is around 20, I want to say like 25, 26, 27 hours. 28 hours. Something like that. I'm coming up close to 30. So I feel like we might be getting near the end, but I'm not quite sure. But I feel like we still got a lot. Surely we still got a lot to do. Is this the place? No, this is not the place. It was a tower, so it kind of looked like one. So is it... There wasn't another building near here. Burp. Nice. Yeah, we still got... Oh, yeah, no. I take that back. We still got a lot of shit to do, man. We still got to get an airship. We still got to go over there. There's all these other little islands we got to explore. We're like 1/10 of the way through. And then, I think after... Like, we still got a while, so I don't want to talk about... Like, I don't really want to get into, like, oh, what about after this playthrough? But I think for a little bit, I'm probably going to take a little break and do some shorter stuff. And then I'm actually thinking about jumping into Oblivion or Skyrim, because there are some mods. Not some mods. Some, like, overhauls? What is that thing called? I can't think of what the thing's called, but like they're full-on games. They're full-on games that were made in those games, and I really want to check those. Holy shit, what is this? Oh my god. That's cool. I like that. I feel like that's me every 10 seconds in this game. Oh my god, that's awesome. That looks so cool. What is this thing? Yo, look at that thing. Dude, that's totally tubular, right? Bro. Alright, I'm just going to explore for a second, because I want to see if I can get any loot, and then I will, Yep. Alright, now we can do this. This woman is in her late middle age, perfectly inconspicuous, but for her bright red lipstick. She looks up from a stack of papers to inspect you through a half-moon glasses.
Can I help you, dearie? do try to keep your voice down. The Macapades are provoked by sound.
Lower your voice. I'm sorry, what?
Macapades, dearie. They stay snuggled away most of the time.
If I don't know how to make a female like voice.
If I were to scream, they'd come scurrying out, hungry for blood.
Don't you have like a metal god thing above you that can kill it?
But I'm sure you wouldn't give me any cause for that.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna knock your ass over and run. You're gonna be bait.
Now, how can I help you find anything?
Is this the Library of Truth by any chance? She looks at you over her spectacles.
The Library of what? That certainly doesn't sound like a real place, dearie.
Sure. It says it on my map.
If such a place did exist, you wouldn't be allowed there. And so, if this was it, you'd have to leave, but...
She smiles sweetly at you.
It doesn't, and this isn't, so you're fine.
What the hell is this question? Quick question, how many fingers am I holding up?
This is a game, dearie. I confess, I don't know the rules. 3 fingers, of course.
Okay, well... I'm glad that you passed the CAPTCHA. We realize that you are human. You're not a bot. Show her Oleg's locket. Does this change your answer? She frowns.
What's this? Did Oleg send you? Damn it! I've already told him I know nothing about any.
Her eyes catch the locket, and suddenly, she can't look away.
Locket.
I just imagine, like, she gives off this, like, grandma voice and everything, and then, like, when she gets serious, she sounds like, just like a big buff guy with, like, a deep voice. Ends up turning into, like, corpse husband. So you recognize it?
I've never seen this locket in my life, except, why does it feel so?
She takes it gingerly, feeling it in her hands. This is going to be a time warpy thing, isn't it? Are you her his daughter? Are you their daughter? Yeah. She shoves the locket back at you.
Please leave. Tell that drunken bloody oaf I want nothing to do with him. And I'm not.
She slams her fist on the desk and emphasizes her point, prompting a chorus of mechanical chitter from the ceiling. The librarian sighs and lowers her voice to a sharp whisper.
As I said, I am not rescinding my petition.
Huh. I'm sorry, the petition... What do you mean?
Our divorce petition. Isn't that why Oleg sent you? We've been waiting more than a year now for its Majesty's ruling. Unfortunately, there's a backlog.
You misunderstand. I'm looking for Oleg's missing child. She listens to your explanation with growing alarm.
But that's preposterous. That can't be right. I know that isn't.
Her eyes return inexorably to the locket.
King's mercy. It's true, isn't it?
She looks back at you, seemingly on the verge of tears.
I apologize for my my outburst. Just a little take it back. You see, it's my child too.
Did you forget your child too?
Listen, I can't help you, but this is just an ordinary library. You see, there's nothing about any missing child, and I'm authorized to help you with whatever you need. Do you understand?
I get it. You're enchanted, so you can't talk about this place. She gives you a meaningful look.
Don't be absurd. There used to be a librarian here who could only lie, but she turned into a dragon and flew away.
Surely that's not where that dragon came from, right? Because that dragon was like thousands of souls. Was there 1,000 liars here? And they... No, surely not. If there were any records of your child, where would I find them? Is there anything that you are allowed to talk about?
Whatever do you mean? Naturally, I can tell you basic facts about the library, such as how to access documents, and no one would mind if we chat about our lives or the weather, just like. I just can't discuss any hidden purposes of the library, or spooky enchantments I might be under, because of course neither thing exists. Of course. Sorry, I couldn't be of more help to you.
Is there anything that you are allowed to talk about? If there were any records of your children, how can I find them?
Well, since neither I nor Oleg can remember the child, it stands to reason that they never really existed. And if they never existed, there couldn't be any record, certainly not here anyway. There's no way to access the reading room upstairs without a royal permit. No way at all. Can you imagine if if it was something as simple as a hidden lever?
Her gaze briefly darts down under her desk. She yawns theatrically.
Oh, dearie, I'm feeling rather tired. You'll behave yourself if I rest my eyes for a moment, won't you?
Reach over her desk for the hidden lever. Your fingers quest around underneath the lip of her desk until they find something that clicks. Why does it sound like that? Why does it sound like seductive in a way? I don't like that. And upstairs, you hear a mechanical door clank open.
Don't worry.
Oh, wait, don't worry. You've been very helpful.
Thank you, dearie. It's Genevieve. By the way, my name is Genevieve Mishkin. I don't know why, but I felt you should know that.
All right. Well, I'm going to just explore upstairs. Oh no, I suddenly have to go to the bathroom. Is this the bathroom? Oh, this looks like it might lead me to the bathroom. I think I'm going here to go take a shit piss. Gonna go take a shit piss. There's a skull in that. The machine thrums with sorcery. A quill is tethered to it by a silver chain.
Welcome to the Library of Untruths. Please describe thy query. Beware, unsanctioned access is punishable by controlled annihilation.
Let them try. No further queries. Show me your file on Oleg Igorovic Mishkin. Wheels and gears begin to spin. Below your feet, you hear the library pulling up scrolls to be loaded into the machine. Pondering. Alas, cannot summon codex. Record of fault. Codex not sanctioned for the installation. Only redacted subjects are listed in the archive. Descrying related codices. Blah 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 blah. Geneva. Blah 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 blah. Show me your file on Igor. True name. Yep. Common name, Igor Solib... okay, I give up. Principality of Slev. Status redacted. Oh. Show me a list of the person's relatives. Spouse status, deceased, age 82, natural causes. Anton Igorovic Mishkin, first child status alive. Oleg Oleg, second child, alive. Galet Olegovna Mishkin, grandchild, deceased at birth. Indira, grandchild, status deceased, age 7. Pox. There's one more entry, which somehow didn't appear in your initial search. Alas, cannot conjure verse. Third grandchild, status Alice cannot conjure verse. Tell me more about Igor's unknown third grandchild. Subject reindexed under Royal Project. Royal Project. Horoscope by petition of Sunil Khan, King's Speaker. What is Project Horoscope? Cannot summon chapter. Record of fault. Chapter sealed by petition of Sunil Khan, King Speaker. Can you show me anything related to this person? Pondering, the machine rumbles and whirs for some time as it dredges up the next scroll from deep within the recesses of the library. Annals of Royal Project. Blah, 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 blah. Horoscope. Case file. Subject 5. It's V for Vendetta. Original true name. I feel like that's how Americans are going to become at some point. We're not going to have names. It's just going to become numbers and letters. Common name, alas cannot conjure verse. Birth dates, Antirex 4, month 5, day 59. Birthplace unknown, Yansk Oblast. Headline outcomes. Branch 0, original, alas cannot conjure verse. Branch 1, dead by unaliving. Branch 2, dead in prison. Branch 3, executed for sedition? Branch 4, immigrated without permit. Branch 5, assigned to royal service. What does cannot conjure verse mean? Summoning Codex. Compendium of Faults, 57 edition. It occurs when records in royal annals are lost or corrupted. Attempt manual inspection of file, a petition to chaos operations. What happened to the original subject 5? Show me their history. This time you hit pay dirt. Here are all the milestones and misfortunes of Oleg's third child recounted with the clinical detachments of an account book. Year 3, registered in Royal Annals, age 6, assigned to basic schooling in Yansk Oblast. Year 8, reassigned with family to Ferropolis. Year 9, petition Mechanist Rex for technical schooling, denied. Read through this person's full history. Year 10, assigned to factory services in Ferropolis, reprimanded for carelessness. Year 11, petition for medical permit, tonic of jitter seed, granted. Year 14th, month 2, permit revoked due to supply considerations. Year 14, month 3, reprimanded for malingering. Year 15, dismissed for carelessness and insolence. Year 16, assigned to Royal Project, Horoscope. Keep reading. Year 18, assigned to menial service in Ferropolis as per project parameters. Year 21, arrested for sumptuary violations, 2 days in stock. Year 22, petitioned for change of common name, granted as per project parameters. Watch this person end up becoming like Afra. Year 22, month 4, petition for corporeal transfiguration, change of sex? Denied, as per project parameters. I wonder if that was like that was a thing that they wanted to do, or if that was... Well, with that in the name change, I wonder if they're trying to hide from somebody. Year 20... Actually, they could just be trying to hide from the royal people. 23, appealed previous petition, denied as per project parameters. Year 23, month 3, assigned to agricultural services in Istrik Obelisk as per project parameters. Year 25, petition for reassignment to Khorvohh denied as per project parameters. 27, alas, fault in status check. 28, well, we got an update. Alas, fault in status check, fault in status check. That's all that there is. You better ask the librarian what she can make of it. Try to learn more about the project horoscope. After some digging, you find a record that was left out of Speaker Sanil's veil of secrecy, though it raises as many questions as it answers. Subject 5, final conclusion. This subject and his branches were by far the most valuable alumni of Project Horoscope Branch 0. The original archived the lowest combined aptitude and patriotism score caps in the entire cohort. Due to defects, I'm struggling. Defecates. The word is defecates. Due to defecates in faith and compliance, which outweigh his merits in scholastics and invention. Most alterations produce wild instabilities, leading to adverse outcomes for those branches. I wish I could change the font. However, Branch 5 subsequently achieved the highest caps of all horoscope alumni, earning admission to the Guild of Mechanists. Since then, she has made transformative contributions that recommend her for higher office. Lessons for future alteration doctrine are set forth in full report, signed Sanil Khan, Chief Summoner, Century 023. Okay. Let's go back to the start. The machine, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Show me the file for the librarian. Common name, Jennifer. Birthplace, Saint Void, Apostatic Republic of Beyang. Status redacted. Show me a list of the person's relatives. Okay. Oleg, status alive. First child, deceased at birth. Second child, deceased at age 7. Good God, they've had some horrible luck with children. There's one more entry which somehow didn't appear. Third child. Is it going to be the same thing? Can you show me anything related to the third person pondering the machine whirls? Common names. Dead him. Okay, it's the same thing. Show me final conclusion again. Yeah, no, this was... However, Branch 5 subsequently achieved the highest caps of all horoscope alumni, earning admission to the Guild of Mechanists. Okay. Go back to the start. Show me this file, and then let's look at their history. I want to see what happened with their memory. Year 20, branch created by order of Mechanist Rex following selection of original for sensitive clerical services. Immediately detained for intensive vetting. Failed vetting, revised accordingly. Year 21, month 3, passed second vetting, revision applied to original. Year 21, month 4, subject redacted by order of Mechanist Rex. Oh, is that it? Alright, well, let's check out Igor's as well. Actually, I don't know if... this isn't technically Igor's. Or, well, the guy that we're helping isn't Igor. It's Igor's, kid or something. Registered in Royal Annals, age 64. Absolved from service due to infirmity. Family reassigned to residence in Khorvohh. Petition Mechanist Rex for medical permit. Medical permit revoked. Arrested for black marketeering. 2 months half rations. Caution for spreading defeatism. Second caution for blasphemous libel. Second arrest for blasphemous libel, 3 months gaol. Third arrest for blasphemous black marketeering, subject redacted by order of... Okay. I think that's up. No more inquiries. Alright, that's it. It didn't really show anything about the... about, like, why their memory got wiped, but at least now we have an idea that their child was, brought into a project. A secret horoscope project. So, let's talk to you. Librarian quickly hides a handkerchief under some papers as you approach. Her eyes are red and wet. Oh, hello, dearie. Do pardon me. All the parchment here plays havoc on my allergies. How are you holding up? She wipes her eyes. Oh, thank you for asking, dearie. I'm sure that I'll be alright. People can go back to normal after anything, can't they? As long as we have some way to get there. When my little Indira died, we had a funeral, sang songs, said goodbyes. Then there was a gravestone with a name on it. I still visit every year. It was like, I don't know, like a bridge linking the world where she was alive to one where she was gone. But this, what am I even meant to do with this? At least there's only machines here to witness my tears. The librarian smiles weakly. Is that all, dearie? I think I found something about your missing child. Well then. She takes a deep breath. Go ahead, I'm as ready as I can be. The last known location was didn't get the child's name, something about a fault in the status check. Let's try the first one. Last known location was a place called Istrik Oblast. Or Oblast. What if I talk to her and then she ends up turning into a dragon? Istrik? Oh dear me. That's what we used to call the corrupted lands before they were consumed. Oh, shit. I never heard of any survivors. That's where the people were getting, like, turned into the monsters. I didn't get the child's name. Something about a fault in the status check. Now, how curious. That's quite similar to what the king says when you ask it about people who've fallen prey to the corruption. Oh, no. Genevieve looks forlorn. I suppose the answer is staring us in the face, isn't it? When something becomes corrupted, its official records get scrambled. Some say it also affects people's memories of the thing. Well, I was just thinking, like, if they got corrupted and then, like, especially if they witnessed it, with the whole dream and memory drug thing, they might have just wiped their freaking memory of it and forgot about it. She sighs, although obviously you and I both know that last part is claptrap. Istrik is gone, but there's a royal cleanup camp near where it used to be, out in the corrupted lands. If there are any clues left as to this child's fate, you'd surely find them there. What's the nature of this corruption? Nobody's quite sure, dearie. I do know it started long before the fall of Istrik. Just little outbreaks here and there, only murmured about, never officially acknowledged, but then the town of Progress was consumed in a matter of weeks, and the rest of Istrik wasn't far behind. After that, everyone knew. I remember exactly where I was when I heard Progress had fallen, in that little apartment in Khoropolis, washing Oleg's socks. Oh, King's blessing on the brave cleanup workers. Alright, well, I guess we need to go to the corrupted lands, then. I guess the fastest way... Because it's that way, right? Okay, so there's the city. Yeah, it's this way. What is going on with this thing? Alright, well, let's go. Oh, I probably shouldn't have jumped. Did blocking help, or was that just coincidence? That's... I don't know if I want to test it. I don't know if I want to test it again. Let's just go down properly. Or, actually, you know what? No, we're gonna Skyrim this. That one's stuck too. Or was it the... That might have just been the one that was stuck before. Oh, that sucks. That I wish they could fix that. I like seeing them move around. It's pretty cool. Alright, so we gotta go to the corrupted lands to find the camp. I have a feeling that the kids probably... Well, actually, I feel like they're probably not a kid anymore. I feel like they're probably dead. I'd be surprised if they weren't, to be honest. So... Once again, another sad tale of the corrupted lands. But maybe they are there. Maybe they're one of the cleanup crew. It's definitely possible. Okay, so make our way across this. I am zooming, man. I'm like a cat that's got the zoomies. So we're looking for... Oh wait, can I get in here? For some reason I feel like I got a key to get in here. Let me just check real quick. Let's go. Boom. Nope. Oh, wait. Oh, hello. Oops, sorry. My bad. Nice. You did. You big did. This one? Yeah, no, I don't have a key for it. Never mind. Anyways. So, the camp. Where would the camp be? I guess it could be up there. But yeah, we'll look for that. I'm curious if maybe they joined up with the crew and then they just started helping with the cleanup stuff. I don't know why they would have, but they were trying to get a name change, they were trying to get a sex change, they were trying to do all of that stuff. So while it could have been just like they didn't feel themselves and they, you know, were trying to change that, trying to go through the process of changing all that, there's also the chance that it was they were trying to hide from somebody. So I'm curious what's going on with that. I don't think this is... Hello. Welcome to the end of the world, citizen. The food's terrible, but you can't beat the view. What is this place exactly? The last outpost of normal reality, or at least their words are drowned by a deafened metallic voice from the main building. Cleanup worker Flores reported my office repeated. Flores to my office. Hang out. Normal for us anyways. This isn't it, is it? Yo, look at these guys. Bro, they look so creepy. That dude's got 6 arms! Oh, I thought that was a child one. I was like, holy shit. Stay back, citizen. The monsters are dormant right now, but they could rouse at any moment. If they get their claws in you, you'll be everybody, or they'll be everybody's problem. What are those things? Would you believe that they used to be citizens just like you or me? Once the corruption takes you, there's no return. Can I look inside the cage? Have you lost your marbles? No one's allowed in there without. Suddenly, their words are drowned out by definite market thing. Attentional hands shift change is delayed by 72 minutes. Repeat 72 minutes. It was saying no entry without orders from the chief. If I go in there, I'm gonna end up killing him. Please, I have reason to believe one of them is my child. This is guild business. I need to get in there. Oh shit. Why is it always me? I'm sorry, Your Honor, but I'm under strict orders not to let anyone out with the chief's blessing. No exceptions. Look, if you're... Oh, so this is related to that quest. Look, if you're hell-bent on it, talk to cleanup leader, whatever. He's over in the main building, top floor. Just don't tell him that I sent you. He's got a foul temper. I have a foul sword.
Well, if it ain't the curse dodger in the flesh. Chief not gotten tired of you yet? Or have you come back to see me?
If you say so. They poke a long, thin probe inside your mouth and wave it all... Oh, are you the guy from when I first walked into the city? Is that what this is? You wave it all around your... up and down your body, then connected apparatus emits a little chirp and warbles. Alright, you're clean for now. You're clean for now, go on. Hello. Scrape your scrape your damned boots, will you? The mud here can chew through wrought iron. Damn. Alright, let's go talk to this. Wait. There was loot to be gained.
Hello.
You might not want to go upstairs, mate. The chief's in an awful mood. They glance up suddenly as a metallic voice booms from above. Attention all hands. Roll call in 36 minutes. Repeat. 36 minutes. No dawdling this time. Hang out. Then again, ain't tea always. This cleanup worker is tearing hungrily at a hunk of black bread like a rabid dog. I think you probably shouldn't be eating that. Well, anyways, I'm gonna go up here and we're gonna talk to yo chief, alright? Yo chief wanna be a dick? Hey, what's up, man? What's up? You doing good? You in a bitch mood? You in a bitch mood? You wanna fight? You got some mechanical arms. You got that Kenshi buff. Take you on though. I got spells, man. I can like light your ass on fire. Check this shit out. Boom, bitch. You see that? I can do that to your face. You see a scarred man with several days' stubble, chewing on an unlit cigar as he scans over a map. He curses, leans over to a trumpet-like apparatus sprouting from the wall. Attention, reserve shift Zeta patrol is late. I want a relief party ready in 36 minutes. Hang out. As he speaks, you can faintly hear his magically amplified words booming across the camp outside the window. He turns to you with a scowl. What's this now, a tourist? Afraid we'll have to skip the grand tour, or are you going to tell me that you took a wrong turn? I'm looking for someone who might have come through here. He eyes you dubiously. Are you now? I've got bad news. If your friend ended up in the corrupted lands, odds are there's not much left of them. You're saying that to a person that is currently standing here in the corrupted lands. Let's get one thing straight, sunshine. I'm cleanup leader Hang, and this is my cleanup camp. That means every person here follows my rules and obeys my orders, no matter what some shite for brain tinker from Ferropolis says. Clear? Now, why the hell are you in my office? I'm looking for a missing child. Hang listens to your story, shaking his head. I'm sorry you came all the way for nothing. Finding a single person among the corrupted, let alone their name, is pure bonkers. Corruption warps most things beyond recognition. This child gets absorbed into a cantor mass. They've not even got a body anymore. Sometimes individual corrupted ones have traces of their old selves, clothes, tattoos, and the like, but that's rare. Could I get a closer look at the corrupted ones in the cage? They take the cigar out of their mouth. You're a real specimen, aren't you? Be my guest. If your life's that cheap, cleanup worker Cohen's our resident monster expert. So if you've got other questions, ask them. They lean over to the speaking trumpet again. Attention, cleanup worker Cohen. Attention, Cohen. Let this weird-looking scunner into the cage, will you? I'm gonna go poke at some corrupted people with my blade. You sure that's wise, bro? Stay back. Blah, blah, blah. You're Cohen, right? They said that I could look in the cage. They size you up. That was you? I suppose you are kind of weird looking, no offense. Go on in. It's your funeral. Not that you get a funeral, imagine. You guys want to fight? I'll light you up. I'll do it. All right, let's talk to this one. This one's on their knees, so it's a little bit different. You feel the clockwork in your skull grind into furious motion as it translates the corrupted one's speech? Beginning at the end for want of finitude, aporia, only the facts if you please. Alas, threshing engine 3 cannot be saved. Why won't you listen? In catatonic bustling round and round. Congratulations, you have been accepted. What? Away, haul away, we'll haul away together into Royal Project Horoscope. Alas, threshing engine 3 has suffered, yearning unbenefiting of its station, bastards, unless useless fucking bastards. Edict, no one listens. Show it Oleg's locket. Do you recognize this? It stares at the locket as if hypnotized. Paw. The corrupted one becomes visibly agitated in the movements and speech. Stop slouching. Water trickling gently through the park. Please listen. Fault in status check on last receipt. Why are you talking like a robot? He loves you, dearie, even if he doesn't show it. LS cannot exist. Subject bleh. Thy petition is hereby granted. Please listen. We are sorry to inform. What happened to you? Denied and thrice denied. Attentional workers, this is a disaster warning. I kept meaning to write before only. Petition. Soil, then hang thyself. Unlatch receipt. Alas, in accordance with Project Horoscope parameters, please listen. Can you tell me your name? Dear Pa, I am writing to tell you, clean each crystal head thrice daily until the crystal head. You talking about the green skulls that I've been seeing all throughout the game? Record of fault, help us, we are lost, and enclose this locket, which I hope I shall always remind you. Please listen. All prior common names are hereby annulled and shall be as dust. Come on, we have to go. Sincerely, your loving daughter, Afra. Wait, so I was right, but that doesn't make sense. Because we saw Afra. Sincerely, your loving daughter, Afra. Wait, so this is not the daughter then? I'm so confused. Did you say Afra as in the chief interpreter Afra? It's not clear whether she can understand you. Please evacuate immediately for your own, so we'll no more go a-roving. Please help us. Alas, cannot exist. Afra, there's no time. Unlatch receipt. You've done what Oleg asked you, and he'll be waiting to hear what you found, but perhaps first you should try to learn the whole truth. What was the purpose of Project Horoscope? What role did it play in Afra Mishkin's fate? And how is she connected to the other Afra? What if that has something to do with that portal that we messed with? Because there wasn't actually a lot that was going on with that portal. But it seemed like it had something to do with a different dimension. The only one who could answer these questions is the man whose name was stamped all over the horoscope files, Sunil Khan, the King Speaker. So I gotta go talk to Sunil. Give us this day our drifting motes, forgive us our small umbrages. Why are you bowing to me? As we forgive Miss Barker of 37 blah, 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 progress, nothing, nowhere, no, whatever. Chimera? What did he mean by it? They're falling down, falling down, falling down. You can't see any indication of this is Oleg's child. Yeah, but I don't even know, well, I guess maybe that is? So there's two Afras? You feel the clockwork in your skull grind to a furious motion as it translates the corrupted one's speech. Amble neatly into violet. Qua. Instill, reprieve, instill, longing, softly, tales of the minor gods and dancing cup and rain streaks. Give us a sign, a nurturing earth, qua qua qua. We were so young. Can't see any indication, okay. How'd you get on in there? The last one looked like it wanted to make proper mess of you. You didn't tell me the corrupted spoke sixfold cipher. Sixfold? You mean you understand that gobbledygook? I see now. You got one of those fancy mechanist skull implants. Have you had an edifying dialogue? Mechanists know how to talk to these things. One of them told me her name. I think she was asking me for help. They look perturbed. Its name? You sure that you heard it right? That's definitely weird. I suppose that supports my vestigial memory theory, assuming it wasn't just some name that I heard around the camp. Look, I know it's unsettling, but they do this sometimes. The last mechanist we saw here thought that it was some sort of reflex action, like rigor mortis. Try not to lose too much sleep over it, eh? Anything else you want to know? One of the corrupted seemed to recognize my locket. That's uncommon. But not uncommon. Sometimes they seem to be attracted by particular places, houses, towns, squares, ruined fountains. My theory is that some of them retain... Okay, it's the same thing. Anything else you want to know? Do the mechanists know how to talk to these things? Sort of. There was this cog who visited last year, spent hours listening to them, taking notes. Never seen anyone write so fast. He had one of those implants too. He was pretty tight-lipped, but I gathered he didn't learn much. Said that it was like talking to a lunatic or one of those big insects that mimics your voice. They're saying words, but there's no deeper meaning. Sound and fury in it. Anything else that you want to know? Okay. Interesting. So... Hold on, let me check the quest log. It does want us to go and talk to... Yeah, we gotta talk to Speaker Sunil. So let's teleport back. And see... Ah, shit, I forgot about those. Damn it. Drink one of these, and then we'll get there. So yeah, we're gonna go back there and try and find Sunil. I feel like either it was kind of what they were saying, where it was just like they were just kind of mimicking what they saw. Maybe Afra was there at one point, or it has something to do with that portal. And Project Horoscope is a project to manipulate and travel between dimensions or something. Maybe? That's a guess that I have, which kind of reminds me, like, it makes me think of that one in, there's an anime called Fairy Tail, which, I mean, if you watch anime, you know it, because it's a very well-known one, for better or worse, but it's, which one is Sunil? Like, one of the things that happens in it is this big project where they're using these mages that know how to use celestial magic in order to create a big portal. I don't think it was to a different dimension though. I think it was just to be able to like time travel basically, but by using like space magic, kinda. Sunil, here he is. Sunil's eyes you with barely suppressed fury. Fury. The only reason you are not in manacles is because its majesty wills it so. Now be off with you. Let the adults work. How about we have a little chat about this Project Horoscope? They narrow their eyes at you. Am I meant to recognize that name? You're telling me that it was some other Sunil Khan's name all over the project files? They look at you with a hint of surprise. The first time that you've seen him off balance. How did you tell Sunil that you discovered about Oleg's daughter Afra? When you were finished, he sighs. You have been inquisitive. Were your loyalties not so obviously suspected? We might even have made a good interpreter. So, what is it that you imagine you will get from it? I just want to know the truth. Chief Interpreter Afra deserves to know the truth. The things recorded in the Library of Untruths are fictions. They never happened. We are discussing imaginary hypotheses. Do you understand? Sure, this is only a fairy tale. They smile. In a certain land, in a certain kingdom, very far away from here, yes, quite so. In a certain land, there was a king with magical powers. One day, the king's retainers asked if he could use his magic to transform people into their best selves. The king agreed, but first ordered a test. The king's retainer would scour the land to find 6 people who between them embodied all its variations in character and temperament. The king would then multiply each candidate 6-fold, changing every copy in a different way. The original candidates would remain unchanged to see what happened when the king did nothing. And to keep the test pure, the king would make all 36 subjects forget that they were ever part of it. So that explains the memory wipe. Is that why the king wouldn't grant Oleg's daughter wishes? Oleg's daughter's wishes? There's no Oleg in this tale, but yes, the fictional king we are discussing could not allow the original 6 subjects to become magically altered in any way, lest the experiment become tainted. The 6th candidate, Afra, was wild and disobedient, showing little promise, yet it was one of their copies. The 6th, in fact, who proved wisest of all. And so the king was satisfied and began using his magic to create many more good and faithful subjects. It was a great sorrow when the original Afra was consumed by a plague unleashed by the king's enemies. But eventually the plague was defeated and everyone, or almost everyone, lived happily ever after. So, there ends the fairy tale. And there ends your telling of it, if you wish for a happy ending of your own. Is that how the Corrupted started with Project Horoscope? Oh, would you care to explain your logic? You gave your king the power to alter people, and then people began turning into monsters. Do you think that's a little bit suspicious? Tanil examines you slightly for some time. You must think that you're very clever indeed, like a child who sees a house burned down and believes the wood is to blame. That the corruption is entangled with the king's power of alteration is trivially true. And the guild was never denied it. The real question is, who or what is thwarting those powers? Correct operation. But it is abundantly clear that you know nothing of the king's magic, and I have better things to do than indulge the misapprehensions of children. Alright. Die! Die! Oh shit. That's fine. I'm magic. Oh, what the? Okay. Missing persons. All that's left is to return to Oleg in the house on the northeast islet. To Oleg in his house. Oh, in Khoropolis. Okay. Wait, so can I talk to... What time is it? How the hell does that spell keep getting, like, unequipped? You need more spell cast. Oh, it's my stamina, right. That's ridiculous, man. So my stamina is what's causing the spells to get unequipped for some reason, because it's causing my lore stat to drop. I didn't mean to use that. Not enough mana? Alright, let's use another potion. So we're gonna travel to nighttime. And then I'm gonna try and talk to Afra. This isn't part of the quest, but I'm curious if doing so, if there is any interaction with that. So let's try that real quick. Is Afra still gonna be here? Yes, they are. I can't thank you enough, friend. You saved the kingdom and delivered a world where nobody will be shackled by their origins. The changes have already begun. I can feel it. Afra, I have something... Yes, we can! I have something important to tell you about your past. Afra's brows wrinkle. My past? What do you mean? Tell her what you discovered about Project Horoscope. I hope that this is not a mistake. Afra listens intently with growing horror. God's alive, that's horrible. All those Afras. They could have been me, and I could have been them. They were me, and I was them. Why me? Why did I deserve to flourish, and they to die? I never knew I had so many sisters. Is that technically sisters if they're you? If it's like clones of you? I thought I was changing the king, changing the system, but the king made me. Yet, it also made my sisters, left them to die, so I am an expression of the system that killed my sisters. Were all of my hopes and dreams just part of its plan? Have I ever had a desire or a thought that the king didn't put there? Which parts of me are even mine? She seems on the verge of tears, her decades of practice controlling her emotions finally nullified. Oh gods, what have I done? I'm sorry. Ever looks at you numbly. Pardon me, friend. I need to be alone for a while. Please leave me to my thoughts. I wonder if, she'll end up talking to Oleg, though. Where was Oleg? Northern... most part, right? So was this... Was it... No, it wasn't this tower. Shit, where was Oleg? This video is going to be a little bit longer than the other ones, but I don't care. We gotta find Oleg! No, it's not you. It's not going to be either of you. It's not going to be up here either. No. Oh my god, where was Oleg? I'm stuck. Meow. Is it over here? So I'm pretty sure it was in a tower. Right? Pretty sure. Huh. I'm very curious if that whole situation, like if it will change. I don't think it'll change anything story-wise. I wonder if it would change if you were to do this quest before Afra like had you go on the whole thing with like using the punch card on the king and everything, right? I wonder if that could have changed the quest. Actually, I think it might be this one. Yeah, so I wonder if it would have changed the quest, for one. But also, with her now knowing, I wonder if there will be dialogue later on if we run back into them and something changes? I don't know. Hello. This woman is knitting. Okay. I think you're about to see a ghost. Snazz. Guess it's not you. Is it over here? You. It's gotta be you. Yes. You find Oleg absorbed in some kind of word puzzle. He is sober, but when he glances up, you see bags under his eyes. Oh, you haven't slept. You again. Have you come to throw in the towel? I found your daughter. Her name was Afra. Oleg stares at you for a long time without visible emotion. You're trying to scam me. You just picked that out of some book that you read. Holy shit. She'd be 36 this year. She worked on a farm in Istrik She wanted to come home to Ferropolis, but the king denied her. She wanted to go to a technical school, not stole, but they sent her to a factory and they took away her medicine and she got fired. She asked the king to change her body, but it refused. At one point, she got arrested for wearing the wrong clothes. Let's do the first one. Oleg looks at the wall. He starts to reach for a bottle and then stops. Afra. What kind of name is that? Must have been Geneviev's idea. I would never have chosen it. Well, you used the past tense, so I assume that it's not good news. Tell him about Project Horoscope. It's complicated. it's a little complicated. You tell Oleg the whole story from the cleanup camp to the confrontation with Sunil. At one point, his hands began shaking, so he hides them in his lap. I had suspicions, of course, that my forgetting was no accident. We all know the guild changes people, normal people, not just crooks and saboteurs. If you are observant, you see signs everywhere. Only you can prevent forest fires. I can't stop myself from making that freaking joke. Only you can never be sure who is safe to tell. I have like dad joke kind of mentality, which I don't know if that's a good thing or not. Shakes his head. Special project. I guess I ought to feel honored. They should have looked after her, given her an easy job, a pension. At least a medal. Well then, do you still have my locket? Hand it over. He takes the locket gingerly in both hands and is afraid of breaking it and bows his forehead against it for what feels like an eternity. Oleg looks up at you, clearly struggling for words. The way this ended is no fault of yours. You have given me answers. I am in your debt. I wonder what would have happened if I gave the locket to the corrupted. Wait a minute, this isn't over. His expression turned sour. What now? Can a man not be left in grievance? Oh, shit! Very well. Don't you see, you're part of this, your job upholds the regime that got her killed, corrupted or not. Afra recognizes the locket. She remembered you. There are versions of your daughter that survived. Don't you want to meet them? I'm happy for them, but they are not my daughters. You say they were altered by magic, then they are new people. If there are anyone's children, they are the king's. Let its majesty look for them if it wants. That was just making me think of, like, if you had a kid and then the kid got scientifically, like, was cloned, right? Would they still be your kid? Because it's the same DNA. Now, please, no more questions. What else is there to say? Corrupted or not, Afra recognizes the locket. She remembered you. Are you going to say that some part of her is still there, that maybe there's a way to save her? I mean, I don't know if there's a way to save her, because, like, how the hell do you fix that? But these are foolish tales people tell themselves because they are scared of the truth. Just a corpse may gasp and twitch hours after death. So the corrupted vomit up chunks of the person they replaced. What you spoke to was only an echo, like a ghost. Besides, what would I do? Break her out of the cage, smuggle her past quarantine, hide her in my cupboard? Then we both would get destroyed. When my daughter is gone, whatever thing has her body now, let them burn it. I'm kind of conflicted on that. Because, like, yeah, maybe it's not her, but I also feel like that's that whole mentality of, like, because it doesn't seem like they're actually looking into it and trying to research and study the creature or the mutated people and everything. So, like, it doesn't seem like they really know. It's just more of, like, they just tell themselves that so it makes them sleep better at night. It's like, oh yeah, they're definitely, like, their mind's just gone. They're just reciting things that they've heard. Like, they're not actually there or something. That way they don't have to live with the torment of being like, there's this person that could kill me at any moment because they're going animalistic, but there is, like, they are still inside. They're just unable to control themselves. And I have no way of fixing them. Don't you see that you're part of this? Your job upholds the regime that got her killed. He eyes you venomously. Damn. What exactly are you saying? That this was my fault? What kind of question? No, I'm telling you to go after the people, man. You can't just carry on like nothing is wrong. You have the power. You have power in this kingdom. You could do something. He slams the table. Enough! What the hell are you going on about my life? What about my country? Do you think I can just knock on the king's door and ask nicely? Actually, yeah. Now you could. You think that they can't find someone else who wants my job, my house, and protect this kingdom? It is outsiders like you. What if I did this, but I had killed the king? Could be different. It's outsiders like you sneaking in and out, smugglers, mercenaries, saboteurs, spies that force the king to take such a heavy hand. If everyone followed the law, none of this would have happened. How about you shut the fuck up, alright? I'm the one that told you about your damn kid. Now please, no more questions. What else is there to say? Alright, I'm done. A debt like this can never be made square, but let me at least give you a down payment. Item gained, Clockwork Smuggler's Key. This key was kindly donated by a smuggler we picked up. In a polite and civil conversation, he told us that it unlocked a stolen royal freight capsule jettisoned from his ship while flying over one of the outlying islands. Nobody visits. The island is is only reachable by air, but you can bet there's treasure in the capsule. It was going to be my retirement plan until somehow the key vanished from our stockpile. Oh well, happens all the time. And now, item gained, Oleg's candle. And now I must ask one more favor, not for me, but for my daughter. Take this candle to the missing persons notice board after dark, light it, and let that be an end. Don't you want to be there when I light it? I will find my own kind of ceremony. Some things must be done properly. Oleg says nothing. You leave him sitting in his cold little apartment, absorbed in his puzzlement. Alright, well, let's go light up a candle. So that means the stash that is on that island, we can't access that until later. Light the candle for Oleg's daughter. We place Oleg's candle among the others and light the wick. A soft green glow suffuses the leaves of paper, each one marking a life and a name. You think about Oleg's daughter and about all her sisters and all the people for whom there will never be any candles. Then you think about the faces that you saw on your way here. What have they lost that they won't let themselves mourn? Whose absence do they feel without even knowing it? How many are pretending not to see the abyss for fear of being dragged into? How many think it could never happen to them? Behind you, someone begins to sing, croaking and hesitating at first, no words, just a mournful, keening tune. Something like an elegy? Something like a howl. Well? Solve the missing person. Item gained, invigorating locket. Where the hell did that come from? A prayer and a promise. A hymn for the missing. Huh? Oh, I mean, that's cool. But where the hell did the locket come from? And where is it? Oh, here it is. Invigorating locket. A locket that increases the wearer's stamina threshold, which makes long-term fatigue less severe. When open, the locket shows a peculiar forest that appears to move as if alive. There is no glass. Invigorating vapors spill through. That's kind of cool. Well, damn. So, somehow I was correct. Afra was the person. I don't know how the hell I managed to guess that, but I guess technically they're not, like, they are their daughter, but they're not their daughter. Very complicated shit. Anyways, I think we're gonna wrap up this video for today because this video has actually been pretty long. But it was worth it because that was a very, very interesting story. But I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you did, like, comment, all that good stuff. Subscribe, that way you guys can keep up with the playthrough because there's probably going to be quite a bit more of this. Even though it sort of feels like we're nearing the end, I feel like we're probably not even at the halfway mark. I'm not too sure. But hope you guys enjoyed, nonetheless. The playlist, if you guys want to catch up with any of it, is down in the description. That way you guys can catch up from the beginning. And yeah, hope to see you guys in the next video. Good night, everybody.